Hey lovelies, welcome back to another video. It is time for the second Kate Emerald Shell Challenge. Finally, the day is here. I know that some of you have been waiting for this. This is part of the 100k sub celebration. We already had a little giveaway on this channel just to celebrate, and I wanted to give you guys something back. And now it's time for a shell challenge. There are going to be 3 winners. There will be a first, a second, and a third place. And in this video, I'm going to show you the shell and how I built this. I'm going to explain my idea behind the shell. We are going to talk about the rules and the prizes and what's going on here. So let's jump right in. I really enjoyed the first shell challenge back then, and you guys seem to enjoy it as well, but a lot of you told me that the shell was too big, the lot was too big, and it was a bit overwhelming for a lot of you. So I promised you that the next shell would be smaller, so I built this on a 30 by 30 lot in Newcrest. The interior is also quite small or smaller, so this shouldn't be overwhelming, and I didn't want you guys having to spend days and days on this shell if you don't want to, so this should be much better hopefully. But I wanted to have a little twist, so it's smaller, but I think it's much more tricky. I wanted this to be a bit difficult, tricky, challenging, so I incorporated a couple of things that will force you to think outside the box and to be creative, and I just can't wait to see what you will come up with. So I included terrain. I built this on different levels. I incorporated some round shapes. I built a patio or something, I don't know, whatever you turn it into, and then I removed a piece of the floor in the center to create a hole. Again, I don't know what you will do with this, so I wanted this to be a bit tricky. But of course I know that not everyone is an advanced builder, and I wanted anyone to be able to enter, so I made sure that anyone can do this. For example, I used the terrain tools, but I already shaped the terrain. So in case you don't feel confident using the terrain tools, you could just leave it like that. It already looks decent, and I shaped it a little bit. But if you want to, you could smooth it out or just change the terrain and all that. Not only the size is different for this shell challenge, but also the rules, so please make sure to check the rules in the description box. I'm going to talk about a couple of the rules in this video, but the rules in the description box are the official rules. You have to read the whole list. Please make sure to follow the rules. If anything is unclear, just leave a comment and I will get back to you. So the main difference for this shell challenge compared to my first is that you won't be able to add any walls to the exterior. The reason for that is, for my first challenge, some of you created a shell or a build that looked a lot like the initial shell, and then some of you basically just took the shell and built a completely different building around it, which is fine, and according to the rules of the first shell challenge, this was okay. But this time I want to have like a proper shell challenge where we really have a shell and you have to work with the shell. Everyone has the same build that you are going to work with, so I think this will be much better for the shell challenge, and I'm really excited about that. But you will be allowed to replace the walls that I've built with fences, spandrels, and half walls, but you can't delete the walls that I've built, you can't move the walls I've built, and you can't add any walls to the exterior. You can only work on the floor plan. You can do whatever you like on the inside. So let's say you would replace a wall that I've built with a fence. Because you can do anything on the inside, you can simply build a wall to just close off the room again. So you could technically open up the shell and you can just be creative with this, with half walls. So this way you are not able to completely change the shell. You cannot build a completely different building around the shell, but you will still have the option to make it look a bit different and to turn it into your own kind of build. You also can't remove any floors or foundation pieces that I've built, and you also won't be able to add another floor, which is kind of obvious because you can't build any walls on the exterior, so there wouldn't be a way to really add another level. But in case you thought about just using a floor piece, you also can't do that. So what can you do? You can add walls on the interior to create your floor plan. You can replace the walls that I've built with fences, spandrels, and half walls, as I said. You can use all packs. You could also just use base game only or limited packs, however you like. All cheats are allowed. Tool is allowed. You are allowed to change the wall height. You are allowed to change the foundation height. You can use the terrain tools. I've already manipulated the terrain. You could completely flatten the terrain and do your own thing. You can really do whatever you like. The shell has to be placed on a 30 by 30 lot. There are multiple. I made sure that there's one available in the base game. There is a 30 by 30 lot in Newcrest, so in case you only own the base game, you can place this shell in Newcrest, but there are multiple 30 by 30 lots. I think one came with City Living and there's one in the Vampires world. So yeah, there are multiple options for you guys, and you can add as many roofs, stairs, fences, pools, landscaping, just anything. You can really turn this into your own build. And I placed a couple of foundation pieces that you can't remove, and I made sure, you may have spotted this in this speed build, I made sure that you can properly attach stairs. If you change the foundation height, which you are allowed to do for each individual piece of foundation, then you just have to figure it out yourself. But as I said, I wanted this to be a challenge for anyone, for advanced builders, for beginners. So if you are a beginner, you can just leave the foundations this way, and I already made sure that there are multiple areas where you can just add some stairs so your Sims can walk down there and up to the house and all that. So this makes it much easier. But if you're an advanced builder, I know you guys would just go crazy with this shell, so I just wanted to mention this, because sometimes when your foundation is too high or too low, it can be difficult to attach stairs. So yeah, so please make sure to read the full rules in the description box. Read the rules first, and then you can ask a question if something is unclear. So don't go just by what is said in this video. I may have forgotten something. The full list is in the description box. The deadline for the shell challenge will be August 25. I want to give you guys a full month to work on this for two reasons. First of all, I know that a lot of you are working on the Spark challenges, and also it's summer. Some people have some other stuff to do, so I just want you guys to be able to, I just don't want you guys to be stressed. So you have a full month for this, August 25. Again, this information will be included in the description box. You have to use the hashtag Kate Emeralds Tricky Shell. And I will use this hashtag to find all your builds in the gallery, so it's important that you use the correct hashtag. Again, you will find it in the description box. So you have time until August 25, and after that I will start to take a look at all your submissions. This might take a week or two depending on how many of you are going to enter. Then I will take a close look at all your shells, and I will already say I'm going to love every single submission. I love you guys so much, and for the first shell challenge it was the same. I was just blown away by your talent and creativity. But in the video where I'm going to announce the winners, I will include a couple of shells, and of course I have to make a selection. I will just go by what's creative and what just catches my eye, and just creativity, innovation, stuff like this. And of course I would like to include every single shell, but that's not possible. My last shell challenge submissions video was like, I don't know, 30 or 40 minutes long. I think this time I will just, I don't know, will just be an hour long or something, because I want to include as many shells as possible to just showcase your amazing work. But please don't be sad if your shell won't be included in the video. I will take a look at every single shell and I will just admire it. So please know that it's still cherished and loved. And there will be 3 winners, which will also be announced in the video that will be released 1 or 2 weeks after August 25. The first place will win 1 key for a Sims 4 expansion pack for PC of their choice. The second place will win 1 key for a Sims 4 game pack for PC of their choice. And the third place will win 1 key for a Sims 4 stuff pack for PC of their choice. So if you win the expansion pack but you already own all expansion pack, you could always kind of downgrade and pick a game pack or stuff pack. And if you win the game pack, you could also pick a stuff pack, for example. I just want to mention this just in case, because this was also a question at one point. And I would like to say good luck to all of you. Thank you so much. if you should participate, just thank you so much. I'm really excited, and I just can't wait to take a look at all your amazing builds, and I will appreciate every single submission. So good luck to all of you, and especially have a lot of fun. This is what it's all about. As I always say, it's all about the fun. So have fun building, have fun with this hopefully tricky shell. And if you have any questions, as I said, just ask down below in the comments, and please read the description box. All information that are important will be included in the description box. So I hope I see you in the next video. Bye bye.